Good morning, occultists! In our previous episode, we ended things off after being viciously attacked by hobos just for trying to sleep out in the streets. It makes sense, considering that people who meet Fabrosi feel an inexplicable urge to just murder him. In any case, Sonya is a little hurt from that experience, but not overly so. I guess I could use a laudanum shot just to top her off, but... nah, it's fine. Maybe if she's a little bit more hurt. In any case, take that, and I think let's head down to the post office, considering that we are now looking for Julian's, love letter that he sent to his fiancée or something. Wait, didn't I already check this? Do these regenerate? Maybe. I wonder if there's someone who goes around stocking up the, piles or something, like... Oh no. What is that? Oh god. Oh god, it's a Ghoul King. It's Miwino himself. We were just joking about it. We summoned him. Oh no. There he was, sitting in the post office, surrounded by his ghoul minions, with his loincloth gently flapping in the breeze. I'm assuming he's hostile, yes? They are worshipping him, it seems. Can I sneak? I'm assuming since I don't have any points in sneak, it's not really possible, right? We might as well try anyways. Okay, so it seems like there's a fair bit of stuff to rifle through. Got some SIGs, thank you. And I'll take some SIGs here too. Fantastic. And maybe we'll try to sneak up over this way. Perhaps we can... Oh no. Oh no, why did I think that that would work? It's clearly not gonna work. Why did I do that? Someone. I feel like I always need someone like standing right next to me, just hitting me upside the head, making sure I don't make stupid mistakes like this. But there you have it. So it seems that we may be able to funnel them in this way. Alright, so they all go before Sonya does. I'm kind of wondering if maybe I should have Fabrosi do the tanking instead, because Sonya's not exactly the most beefy character, right? So I can put her there, or put Fabrosi here, and then maybe I can put the outsider there? Yeah, since Sonya's more into, what's it? Shooting stuff. I guess that kind of makes sense. Right, Fabrosi, turn around, and let's start gunning this one down. Fantastic, good job, buddy. Alright, go into defense mode, and hopefully they'll... Whoa, critical failure. What the hell? Oh, maybe she accidentally, somehow, the rock that she threw just ricocheted off the walls and hit her right in the face or something. And I just noticed that I think they're actually missing body parts. Oh no. This is exactly what I was hoping would not happen, good sir. Fuck me. Alright. Come on, Sonya. Don't do this to me. Sonya, don't do this to me. Not like this, Sonya. Not like this. Alright, can you... Let's do a little spitteroni on his face. Or his ball sack. Or, I guess, wherever that ball sack... If he has a ball sack, that is. Okay, not bad, not bad. Can we get you to this tile? I can't seem to click on it. Oh, there we go. Alright, turn around. Turn around. Thank you. I think they kind of need to make the icons a little bit more touchable. Succumbs to despair and loses the will to... What? To make any moves for this turn. Critical initiative success for Sonya Green Carter. Receives 2 bonus AP for this turn. Very nice. Whoa, we might actually be able to shoot 3 times. Oh no. Well, there goes that plan. Tit for tat, I guess. Ah, jeez, wow. She's not that bad at shooting. Wonder what's going on. Maybe there's like a minimum range or something. Well, I guess it kind of makes sense. If there's this thing with its, you know, genitals out swinging in the breeze in front of you, trying to like eat your face off. should we have Fabrosi shoot? I feel like maybe we're probably gonna lose ammunition, so let's do it this way. Go here, jack him up from the back, and then go here, and then jack him up from the back again. Whoa! Very nice. Alright, let's have our own ghoul. Do some extra... Is it dead? No way. We just killed their king. Hot damn. That's good. Also, what are these marks? I'm assuming that's like the amount of damage that's caused. It's like maybe... Oh wait. We can loot them in combat? Oh, maybe that's why we didn't get any items in our previous tussle. Because we didn't actually loot the guys before we progressively escaped or whatever. And just did quotation marks, air quotes, and I realized that you can't see me. Alright. Thankfully, they seem to be missing a fair bit. Fabrosi suffering from some low reaction, whereas Sonya is really good with the initiative. Can you avoid hitting our outsider, please? Fantastic. That one's dead, and we need to reload. You know what? Switch out to your shiv, and let's get ready for a melee Royal Rumble. We might actually need to go up to this one, because he seems to be very keen on throwing shit at us, and also walking towards us. Come on, what the hell? How does your rock do more damage than a fucking pistol? Good grief. Outsider. We have you go here and then take a swing. You should still have 3 AP left. Fantastic. So you can turn it around and not be assaulted by this dude. Sure. Fabrosi, that's gonna be all your AP. I'd say go here and then turn it around. Yeah. So who's up next first? The outsider is. Gotcha. Swipe him. Attaboy. Swipe him again. Fantastic. Wow, wow, wee wow. Nice. So what is this? Tainted meat. Inedible slab of flesh can only be rid of its dangers to the metabolism if it can be somehow sterilized. Great. Got some cigs, got another junk fetish. A junk key, got some beef jerky? No, it's leather strips, so basically beef jerky. And cloth, I think. And what is this? Julian's unsent letter. These letters were written but never sent by Julian, former member of the Boston Rejects. Wait, Boston Rejects? What is that? Is that their gang? Alright, well, that proves that stealth is not our path, unfortunately. Maybe for a future playthrough, because I do like to do stealth playthroughs. Oh, it's this one, right? Yeah, Julian's unsent letter. Let's read it. My ever-shining light, Maria. I am writing to you from a godforsaken town called Arkham. I don't doubt that you're upset about how we parted ways, but please, baby, let me explain. The reason why I left without so much as a goodbye is because you'd have never believed me if I told you about the crazy hit we set our sights on. But with God as my witness, we made it, Maria. We really made it this time. You can't even imagine what kind of digs we're in right now. A ritzy hotel suite. Who would have thought that the bedraggled Boston Rejects would lodge at the fanciest hotels, eat the best meals, and guzzle the best hooch? Certainly no one would about a week ago. I'm talking about gold, Maria. Real glittering gold. From now on, I swear you'll never have to work another damn day for the rest of your life. So say goodbye to your mop and apron. Better believe it, lady, baby. We're richer than the Rockefellers. Whatever kind of good-for-nothing lollygagger I was, you never gave up on me all these years, and for that I'm eternally grateful. But you know that your lover has struck gold this time, I mean literally. I miss you, my shining angel. I'll be in your arms very soon. Julian Perez, signature. Okay. So, I guess he somehow found gold. Like, did he find gold out in the woods? Like, prospecting? Or did he find, like, bars of gold that were buried away or something? Because that's often like a thing in Lovecraft's works. Like the characters often go looking for a buried treasure or whatever, and they often find you know, misadventure and all that such. So right, I've learned that the group was called the Boston Rejects and came to Arkham after committing a heist involving some gold. Okay, so it's a heist. Right, right. After an encounter with the raving lunatics in the post office, I found Julian's letters, which contained some interesting information. Julian and his friends called themselves the Boston Rejects and came to Arkham after committing some kind of heist nearby. It involved gold. I see. Now, I have a question that I mean, it's more of a rhetorical question, but I wonder if it would have been possible for me to get, like, Eduardo to help us out here, because we already have, like, a full team, it seems. So, I guess, you know what, I'm gonna try going to the Eel Inn or whatever, and see if it's possible for me to hire Eduardo, despite the fact that I have a full thing of, oh, needs examination. Okay, like this? The communication equipment scattered around these desks is all inoperative due to the power shortage, the absence of staff, and other vital deprivations. What? So I can't use it? Needs examination. What? Okay. Does this... Okay. Cool. I suppose there's nothing else left, right? We checked everything? Pretty sure? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did. Whoa! Little bit of a moonwalking there. Very nice. Come on, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson with a derby hat. Maybe I should give him the top hat. I don't know if I can really see Michael Jackson in a top hat, but sure. Yeah, I think that's everything. So let me just quickly drop by the Eel and see if it's possible for me to hire Eduardo, despite the fact that I have like 3 people in my team already. Yeah, because that fight went surprisingly well. But that's not to say that future fights will always go that way, right? Yeah, okay. Besides, I might need to... Well, maybe I shouldn't rest now, because that's a waste of money. I wonder if it's just random encounter that I got attacked by. Let me just check these containers, by the way. Ah, yeah, maybe someone does go around restocking these piles or whatever. Yeah. Oh, what was I saying? Oh, I wonder if it was just random bad luck that we got ambushed while sleeping. Alright, Eduardo. I need you for a fight. Oh, okay. So it seems that he's still able to follow us then. Oh, very cool. Alright, cool. What was this guy's deal again? He's looking for... He ceases his agonizing for a short while to look over at you. Have you found the way to make this pain go, or are you just stalling me off? This should help you with your pain. Take out the mirror fragment. What, are we gonna slash him open with our mirror fragment? Or wait. Oh. Wait. I think I know what we might try with this. Assuming that the developers are thinking about the mirror box phenomenon. I forget what it's actually called, but it's a thing that you can do even if you don't have like a severed arm. So what you do is you have a box with a mirror on one side, and you put your arm into the box. In this case, I believe he would put his severed arm into the box, or at least his stump, and then you put your intact arm outside, and then you see the reflection of your intact arm, and then when you touch the hand that's intact, then your brain is tricked into thinking that your other hand that does not exist is also being affected. I wonder if that's what they're trying to do. I forget what the actual phenomenon is called, but you can look it up online. It's a very fascinating thing that you can actually do easily at home too, so you can try that out. It's pretty cool. But sure. You set the mirror fragment on the table and adjust it to display a symmetrical reflection of Wilkins' intact arm. That's it. I guess that's exactly what we're doing. You can see from his face that the persistent tension that that's been bothering him is already fading. Give him some time to get himself together. Whoa! So that worked. Did it? Hello? That feels much better. The itching, it's gone. How strange that the brain can be deceived with such a simple trick. Thanks, sir. Much appreciated. Alright, you're welcome. Takes a big sip of cheap whiskey. Fire away. I own you now. Alright, well, now let's talk about the Arkham stabber. He lets out a deep breath. So you want to know about the stabber? Your choice. He's still got 4 limbs after all. He forces himself to concentrate. When I was on the case, the stabber was targeting mob members. And naturally, this got the attention of Waxface. If you kill the king's men, the king comes after you, right? The stabber was a threat to his authority. Somebody's pissing in his backyard, so his men hired me to find the killer. He wants to preserve his image of invincibility, that's understandable. Look, you don't understand shit about that. He looks around anxiously and lowers his voice. Good Samaritan, the bringer of law, unseen Caesar, whatever. With the victims, what were their names? He clumsily pulls out an old notebook and finds a torn page inside. Salvador and Abel. No one important. Clueless, fresh recruits for the mob, that's all. Then I looked into how they were killed, and that proved interesting indeed. The wounds all pointed to one thing, a sword, and a big one, with a broad blade. Really? Pierced those fellows dozens of times, until they were human calanders. I've seen a lot in this profession, but that was ferocious. Salvador and Abel, I remember those names. They were registered at the hotel with Julian, the last victim. That's interesting. Wilkins lights a cigarette. Finally, we may have found a pattern. So these 3 came to the hotel together. The next question is, are they all dead? As far as I know, no. There's another one called Keelan. Then we can assume the murders won't stop until this Keelan fellow gets a few more breathing holes. Unless, with a puff he adds a miniature grey cloud to the already obnoxious air of the eel, he himself is a stabber. What makes you think that? Think about it. Riff Raff arriving from out of town, probably into some shady business, and when the deed is done, they turn on each other like rabid dogs. I've seen it happen before. Whatever the truth is, you should keep an eye out for this Keelan fellow. He may be the key to all of this. Will do. What else do you have on the case? You know, I have to admit that you're not too bad at this. When you started asking questions, I wasn't expecting much, and that's why I kept my trap shut on my real leads. No offense, but I prefer not to point my finger at suspects, especially after seeing how brutal the mob can be. I know this is a bad habit. Work ethics can cost you an arm in this place. Fair enough. Are you gonna tell me how you lost your arm? You really like to play detective, don't you? I was like you once, intrigued by the motivations of the people, curious about how they think and behave. Black shadow falls over his eyes. But there are some things you shouldn't be curious about, and some people. Wilkins takes a deep drag from his cig. As I mentioned, after some time on the case, I had a few strong suspects. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't hold the facts together to make a concrete accusation. Didn't have enough evidence, and the detective's curse was all over me, indecisiveness. Sometime later, I was summoned to the court of Waxface. He looks around before continuing in a whisper. Seeing that fucker in person almost gave me a heart attack. He asked me the identity of the stabber. Well, what did you tell him? In the end, I didn't give him a name. Instead, I gathered my courage to ask for more time. I guaranteed I would find the killer soon. He seemed to be listening at first, and asked me one thing in the end. One fucking question. Right or left? I didn't get it. I was too nervous. So the cold-blooded bastard continued. His flat, motionless face, beastly eyes. Something was plainly wrong. Evil, you hear me? He said. I'll show you how simple it is to make a decision. Your right arm or your left? To remind me not to be indecisive again when it came to his requests. Pure frustration is rising inside the man. I had to choose fast or I would lose both. He shuts his eyes as if experiencing the pain once again. So I chose. He finally snaps. Fuck this case and fuck the day I became a bloody detective. Damn. I'm sorry, Wilkins. You did the right thing. The best lessons are taught with violence. We're all going to lose this game eventually, Wilkins. You're no different. I'd say... I mean, this is more like a humanistic thing to say, but there's no really esoteric response to this, I don't think. That's more like nihilistic. That just seems, I don't know. Materialistic? I don't know. Did the right thing, man. Right. Angst acquired. Uh-oh. Damn. And all it cost me was my right arm. Nuts. Alright, well now tell me about the suspects of yours. I had 3 good trails, but they all went cold. My first suspect was a redskin. He struggles with the pronunciation. Wajatal. The other one was a magician called Horatio. Oh, Horatio. And lastly, I had a witness, a mute girl. Tell me of this... Wajatal. He's this crazy Indian who believes he's continuing the ways of his ancestors. Formed his own tribe in Dead Willows after everything went to hell. A shanty town of stinking tents. Wajatal is a savage son of a bitch. Excuse my language. Too eager to use his machete on anyone who he defines as a white oppressor, especially mob people. Motive? Check. Potential murder weapon? Check. I'd pay him a visit if I were you, but you've been warned, mister. He's awful protective about his territory. He prefers to let that machete do the talking. Well, where's Dead Willows? He draws a circle on your map. It used to be a resort area along the Miskatonic River, full of white willow trees. Fancy place. You don't need to be a detective to guess why it's called Dead Willows these days. Alright, well tell me about Horatio. Horatio the Magnificent, they used to call him. I saw nothing magnificent about the man though. Total wreck. He was pretty vocal about his hateful wax face. Suicidal, right? Horatio had all the motive to go after some mobster blood, and I know he uses old-fashioned swords in his shows. You know, the coffin and the blades and nonsense like that. Is he alive? The last time I saw him, he was staying in room 203 of the Essex Hotel. Considering his suicidal tendencies, might be a good idea to get your ass over there in a hurry. Oh, we knocked on that door, remember? And then, they told me to fuck off? Alright, well, tell me about this mute girl. Donna the Mute is what the other tunnel kids call her. She wasn't always mute, so I heard. They say she became like that after witnessing the murder of Abel. The eyes on that little girl. Looking at the same dreadful moment no one else could see. I tried everything but could never get it to talk. Alright, well, where can I find this kid? If you think you can do better, be my guest. She lives with the other orphans in the collapsed train tunnel in the northeast part of French Hill. Alright, well, I'd better go. I have a murderer to find. And you still have 2 arms, pal. You owe old Wilkins a drink. Don't forget that. Good hunting. Oh, and I think I've just leveled up too. Fantastic. So we are now level 3, I guess. I'd say let's put another point into occult. And then we put a point into investigation or medicine. I'd say let's bring up our investigation a little bit too. Alright, so for our next perk, we can get some maximum health. Supernatural defense, stabber, equipping a light-bladed weapon, increases reaction by 2 points. Okay, that could work. Medical inquirer, so +2 to medical research. Luck of the totem, innate power, heavy hitter. I guess, I mean, I don't normally play as a mage, but I think we might need to kind of spec Fabrosi that way, considering that he is an occultist. So maybe... what is it? Innate power? +1 to spellcraft? Yeah. But increasing my reaction just by having a light-bladed weapon might not be a bad idea either. You know what? We'll go with innate power. Sure. Fantastic. Alright, outsider. Let's give you... let's put a point into your melee. And let's put a point into your occult, because I think he's also going to be a spellcaster. In terms of your perks... oh, Wrath of Isolation 2. The Revenge of the Wrath of Isolation. So that lowers his maximum sanity by 6. but increases his melee attack, minimum and maximum damage by melee. Yeah, sure, I guess. What's his sanity at now, though? Okay, well, I'm hoping that's good enough. I guess Sonya's got that investigation, so maybe I shouldn't have done that with Fabrosi then. I honestly don't know what the benefit is to putting these non-combat points into like characters that aren't my main character. Maybe some points into survival? Let's put a point into firearms, and let's put a point into survival too. Because I think we can actually craft with our other characters. Mysterious Dodge or Trick Shot 2. Let's go for Mysterious Dodge 2. Sure. Okay, so how do I craft with the other people? Like that, right? Yeah, I think so. Or am I doing it incorrectly? I honestly have no idea. Alright, well that's fine. So where do we need to go now? We need to talk to Mute Donna. We need to go to the Dead Willows, and we need to talk to Horatio at the Essex Hotel. And we need to find Keelan. Great. So what should we do first? I guess since we're kind of in the area, we should talk to Richter. Yeah, let's go talk to Richter. Because we need to find out about the, I think, formaldehyde and something else, if I'm not mistaken. Wait, what's going on? What? Whoa. What's going on there? Oh, it's Roxanne. She's put on the red light. We told her she doesn't have to put on the red light, but there she goes, putting on the red light again. Do we go to Richter's first, or do we go here first? I don't want this to disappear. Actually, let me check out this pile first. So maybe we should go check out the... Oh. Yeah, I swear, someone is going around refilling these, piles or whatever. There must be a dedicated, pile restocker in this, town. Yeah, I don't want this to go away, so I'm gonna check this place out first, and then we'll go to Richter's afterwards. Hopefully it's just some sex workers plying their trip. Yep, definitely sex workers playing their trades. The heavily scarred man who was conducting the ritual abruptly turns to you like a scared predator caught in a trap. Like predator as in Yautja, right? Soon after, you come to realize this man must have been condemned to some kind of torture that ultimately crippled both his flesh and soul. After making a heathen hand gesture, the man speaks with a voice that can only be described as a disturbingly loud whisper. They sent you to bring me back, cult dog. They think Krog is still the easy meat he used to be. One step closer and Basral Tharg Anu shreds you into 1,000 pieces. You can feel a ruinous power emanating from this broken man. I have no idea what's going on here. You dare to summon a demon? Have you never been warned about the hazards? I'm not planning to bring anybody anywhere soon. We'll obviously go for the occult approach. All that man ever did was to cripple me, take away my potential, and reduce me to this. Looks at his abused and naked body, scarred everywhere with esoteric symbols. This husk. You think my infernal guest can do worse? What can do worse? Never mind my guest. You know what I'll do after I'm done with you? I'll send your charred corpse as a parting gift to your masters, so they can learn to leave Krog alone. The tortured man starts to make convulsed movements while whispering in an alien tongue. The rising tension in the air is undeniable. Stop. I served no master. Nobody sent me here. Just saw the light of the ritual from the street. Nobody sent me here, man. After a brief look of surprise, his pained eyes scan you cautiously. Make yourself known, or I'll let the black worms devour your eyes. Look, I respect your confidentiality and must ask for the same. You're not the only one who has enemies. Hey, I'm Fabrosi McCortes. No eating my eyes, alright? I'm Francis Darglini. Enough of your bluffing, scarred man. Let's go for the speechcraft option. The man calling himself Krog tips his head strangely to one side as if listening to an invisible advisor. Yes, this one has a sharp tongue, Barzal. That may make a good spell component for sure. Oh shit. The question is, shall I trust him? After a small pause, Krog nods, and his whispering turns loud and blood-freezing. Kalash Andurg Thareg Anzith Napshak. What's going on? You've used your tongue. It's time I used mine, intruder. Kar Sheleb Kur Thraf Glagalex. You feel a form of consciousness probing your mind as the toxic stench of brimstone attacks your nostrils. When you return to your senses, you find Krog's gaze locked on you. You are not allied with my adversaries. This means you may live for a few minutes more. I guess maybe he used like some kind of like spell to read Fabrosi's mind? I would not wish that on my worst enemies. For a few minutes, I can see you've had your fair share of troubles in life, but I'm eternally grateful. I'm eternally grateful. You think I would take the risk of letting you... All of a sudden, the man falls into violent spasms, seemingly the result of extreme pain. Ah! Ah! Are you alright? This is too much already. Are you alright? Ignoring you, Crow concentrates on breathing deeply for a while before he could whisper again. I cannot let you go. No one seeing me on this side of the river may live. Crow winces again as if the pain had just returned to show him it is not going anywhere soon. Look, you're in serious pain. I can bring you all kinds of sedatives. I am proficient in medicine. Let me help you. Or can't we find a situation where both of us live? Then is it kill or be killed? Let's use our medicine knowledge. The ones you see on the surface remain insignificant compared to some others. No, you can't help me. The pain is a part of me now. Like a black hound that has bitten into my calf and will never, ever let me go. That may be true, but at least I can do something for those visible infected lesions. Isn't something better than nothing? Your choice. You watch the tortured man hesitate until finally making up his mind. Me and Barzal Tharg Anu decided this might be for our mutual benefit. Do your job, doctor. Examine and treat the man to the best of your capacity. You treat some of the more recent infected wounds, but the more closely you examine him, the more you understand that the marks on his body are only the tip of the iceberg. Oh shit, so was our medicine not good enough? From his deliberate, shaky movements to his tense expression, you understand that this man has been conditioned to expect pain like Pavlov's dog. When you're done treating him, he glances at you with befuddled eyes. Not bad, doctor. Not bad at all. I feel better when my neighbor feels better. Don't mention it, it's my job. So can I leave this place as a living person? Well, Doc, it seems you've earned the right to safe passage. I and Barzal Tharg Anu are of like minds on this. Okay. Well, I have some questions before I go, if you don't mind. Rogue seems to be in agony, and you're unsure if it's because of his reluctance to endure your questions or a byproduct of his condition. Do you have any idea what this statuette represents? Oh, the Cthulhu statue. Yeah. Sure, let's ask him about that. Rogue examines the ages-old figurine. Of course, that is a representation of Cthulhu, or the grandfather as the cult calls him. The sheiks of the cult have been telling us that they could feel its presence nearby. I even heard that a band of cultists actually saw His Majesty in full glory, rising on the horizon. I also heard that when they were found, almost all of them were dead, with smiles of awe permanently fixed to their faces, and they tell that the surviving acolyte was saying just one thing. Oh, beautiful doom. Who is this infernal guest? Would you like to Wait, we can actually barter with him? Sure, let's ask. Yes, as long as you have something to take my pain away. I stole some tomes and manuscripts from the cult before making my escape. Some of the volumes I've studied thoroughly and do not need any more. Okay. Oh shit, we can buy spells from him. Whoa, very cool. Dream Jade. It's an essence? Very cool, wow. So I can sell him drugs in exchange for spells and shit. Very cool. Wait, that's it? Alright, well, let's actually end the episode off here for now. we'll come back tomorrow, and I guess we might talk to him more and then find out what's going on here. He doesn't seem to be aligned with a cult, though, seeing as how he was very kind of like adamant that we, you know, identify ourselves and all that such. And, you know, well, whatever. It just seemed that way. In any case, yeah. So for now, thanks for watching and have a good breakfast.